Welcome to the Red Pill Awareness Needed Conversation from Them podcast. I am one of your hosts, Herb. I'm here with my brother and the other host,
JCD.
and we are back with another video. We are going to do episode 2 of Blue Therapy. We're going to continue from where we left off in the previous episode. So, anything you want to say before we start, bro? We just
This wild, man. This wild. I like the show. It's interesting. I'm glad it's not me.
Damn. Yeah.
That's it.
Yep. All right. So, with that being said, we are going to start now.
So, Paul, I understand that Shoma works in social media or is an influencer. Is that what they call them? Yeah. Is this something that you're happy with?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm very happy for her, but at the same time, I respectfully, the way she conducts herself isn't managed fully. The damage control isn't really there.
Pardon?
And respectfully, I said respectfully.
I kind of expected him to come up with this. Okay, let's get into it. I know he's going to bring up Instagram and how I carry myself and how people see me, and I'm tired. Like, we have this conversation once every week, so. But yeah, let's get into it.
Damage control, what does that mean?
How can I put this? It's one thing to be in a platform to kind of, showcase yourself. However, if it's then inappropriate what you're doing and it's online, that kind of affects the both of us.
You're lying. You're lying now. Because how do I not conduct myself appropriately online?
Okay, cool. Random example, right? True story. So, Troma goes out with her girls, right? Cool. All right. No.
Oh, no.
No. We're in therapy. Let's have the conversation, right?
Anyway.
This is a safe place, right?
Yeah. Oh, everything that's said in here stays in these four walls.
Everything. I believe you. All right, look. Troma goes out with the girls. So on this night, obviously we have mutuals. I know you're familiar with how Instagram works in terms of the stories. You watch one, it goes over to the other automatically.
Do you follow her? Or did you go on her page and click on her story?
No, we have mutuals. I probably follow her. What? She's your friend. Just familiarity. Maybe I shouldn't be for her, I don't know. But it was there, I saw it. So long story short, Troma went out with the girls. I was on my Instagram just flicking through stories of my clients because I have clients that are influencers, right? So the next slide that came along was I literally saw Troma doing a crazy new dance or whatever, and it was inappropriate. It was very disrespectful. Listen, very disrespectful, and it was inappropriate. And I feel like she was over-sexualizing herself, respectfully.
When it comes to like social media, Snapchat, Instagram, and stuff like that, with Troma, like she can be respectful generally, but at the same time, she's kind of like a mixture between like cute / bite me, if you know what I mean. I don't mess with that. It's basically like a first trap.
Do you understand this situation that he's talking about?
Yes, I know the exact situation he's talking about. So I went out with my girls. Mm-hmm. We went to the club and I was having fun. I was dancing. I was having
That's
fun.
what they call it now.
I was having fun. And I was dancing. I wasn't twerking or anything like that. But
twerking?
I was dancing.
See?
I was dancing. He says I was twerking. That's why that's the only reason.
I didn't see it. Did I mention twerking?
You didn't need to mention it now, but that's your point, right, babe? Because you've spoken to me about this.
You mentioned twerking. I didn't mention twerking. Denise.
I was dancing with my knees bent. Let's just say that. My friend was recording the environment, and I was in that video for 1 second or less than that. Okay, I didn't post it onto my page because I know how my man is. I'm not ready to go home and argue. I don't want any conflict. At the end of the day, I don't want anything. I wasn't dancing on a man, and I wasn't over-sexualizing myself. I was having fun. He now has an issue with that. Why? And why is that something I need to apologize for?
So tell me, when you go out with your friends, sometimes it could be seen that if you're at the bar having a drink, if someone took a picture, it might look like you are chatting to somebody in an inappropriate way.
No, but you know what? I'll tell you something. A picture paints 1,000 words, right? Now, 1,000 words, if you're educated like myself, once you digest it, you understand what it means.
So all it takes is 1 second for me to see 1 or 2 moves that I know, okay, something's going on. Yeah, that she's trying to do something.
I was dancing.
You don't know what's yeah, okay. If you didn't post it on your page, why would you let your friend post it on her page?
First of all, it's not like she was videoing me. She was videoing the area. I was in, babe, how many seconds was I in that video for?
I don't know.
The only reason as to why I didn't post it was because I know how he is, but I have every right to do that. And if I wanted to post it, I would have posted it.
That's
That's just
inconsiderate.
what it is.
That's inconsiderate.
All right, I had to pause here because there's a couple of things I think need to be addressed when it comes to the situation. First off, me personally, I'm gonna say this when it comes to whoever I deal with in relationships in general. I'm a firm believer of, yes, I think a woman should have, nights out with her girls every once in a while. I think a lot of men in the red pill space don't believe that. It's whatever. However,
I'm not against that either.
yeah, however, it's more or less like if it becomes a habitual thing or something that it's a need, then I have an issue. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I find it very funny how this dude, Paul, is tripping so hard about her being in the club. And mind you, she didn't really say she did anything that was really egregious. We're talking about a short video that somebody else took, that she was on their page, that she knew she wasn't going to put on her page because of the fact that
He'd be tripping.
And my whole thing again is, if you feel that strongly about your woman being in the club, then you need to make it known up front. I don't date women that goes to the club like that. And then you give her a choice to understand if she's going to deal with you, then that's something that you're not going to be okay with. But you can't act like it's okay and then next thing you know, now it's not. And one of the issues that I have with this man when it comes to this whole situation is the fact that she's an Instagram influencer. So that's a part of her business.
Yep.
So if you don't like that shit, why are you even in a relationship with her? Why? Again, this is what I said in the previous video. If there's certain things that you're not prepared to deal with, then don't be in a relationship.
Like deal breakers.
Yeah, it absolutely. And then on top of that, it just seems like to me, he's not necessarily giving her attention, but at the same time, he don't want anybody else giving her attention. Some odd shit to me.
It's not really
some
odd
shit.
It's the same thing you see if you go to a daycare, bunch of toddlers, 4 or 5-year-olds. There's a ton of toys in the daycare. Mm-hmm. You had new toys, old toys. When the new toys become old, kids don't want to play with them. New kid shows up, all the toys in the daycare new to him. Goes to the toy. Now all of a sudden that toy's popping. Now you want that toy. Like, no.
Right.
I haven't seen you play with that in like 4 months. Now, because young boy's in here and I want to play with it. Same thing. Because he's cocky and narcissistic, and he has a bad joint. He's probably around bad joints all the time because I have affluent clients and I'm in the club all the time. He don't care about his chick like that. He don't. Every time she mentions the love thing, he ignores that part of the time. He deflects that shit.
Hard.
But the minute he sees behavior that he knows will yield attention from other dudes, now it's a problem. You just said you leave your girl home when you go to certain clubs. Because
she's not involved in any of that shit at all.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I understand that. But you said you leave her home when you go to clubs, and she's cool with that. She out with her girls, well, dancing, it's a problem.
Yeah, I don't.
It's a double standard.
Yeah.
But like you said, if you can't really get down with what someone was doing, you met them, it's going to be an issue down the line because that's what they do.
And I just feel like this dude, Paul, he's as we said in the previous episode, his feminine traits and his feminine mindset is ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
He's
insecure.
Oh God,
He's narcissistic. He's insecure. He's boisterous. He's a braggart. He's cocky. I mean, the list goes on and on. And like I said, I don't care if you don't like this, Paul. If it gets back to you, I don't care. You act like a bitch, for real.
Yeah, man. It's
and that's coming from the pawn, from the States. You act like a bitch.
Yeah.
But once again, like in last episodes, y'all pick these dudes, think y'all can change these dudes. He's not going to change. He's questioning the very person whose job it is to help them get together. He came with the therapist neck 3 or 4 times in the last episode. He's probably going to do it again this episode. That lets you know he has no room for improvement. He has no room for improvement. A person that can't improve on himself is stagnant and needs to be dropped. But you won't. I can change him. Okay, good. Go for it.
Good luck with that.
You got it, sis. You got it.
All right, we're going to continue.
Me and my girls respect ourselves. I respect myself. I don't embarrass him online, nor do I embarrass myself. So all of this is controlling. I feel like he's a little bit narcissistic, but I'm not going to put up with this shit because I know how I carry myself and it's very respectful. So he can drop that.
Jamal, you were the one that reached out to come to therapy. Was there anything in particular that you wanted to talk about?
So yeah, I've experienced therapy before. I've done a solid 8 months. And I think this was so beneficial for our relationship. The reason why obviously I brought Deborah to therapy with me is I feel like she doesn't value my words. So I'm almost questioning my manhood as well.
In what way?
So being a provider, I provide for her, of course, but I feel like with her high expectations and the things that she expects from me, it's going above and beyond the person that I probably am. So an example was, okay, I got a Gucci bag. As soon as, probably 2 weeks, she was talking about, let's go to Greece for her birthday and stuff. I was thinking, I've just literally got you an expensive gift. Can't you just wait?
Why can't we do both?
Yeah, we can do both, but times have changed. I'm looking to buy a house. I've got a project in Ghana I'm obviously sorting out. Obviously got a new project I'm even doing, a health retreat as well, which obviously costs a lot of money. And I just feel like Deborah needs to actually understand money, understand the value of money, and the time that needs to be put into that.
Deborah doesn't really value money. It's all cool when she's by herself, but when it's us, together, that can't really run anymore. It seems like it's being more of an anchor. We're trying to build together, right? That's what relationships are all about. So, personally, if she wants it to flourish, then she needs to kind of think about the money aspect of things.
Deborah don't care about building shit. I don't know what version of your girl you see, but if you just drop 2 or 3 stacks on a Gucci bag, and the next thing out of her mouth is, why can't we go to Greece? And I'm not hearing you say, well, I'll pay for the hotel, or I'll pay for the flights, and you pay for that. And if you're a woman and you get offended by me saying it, I don't really give a shit, because if y'all supposed to be a team and you want to go to Greece, then let's build together and let's go to Greece.
And see
if you this strong black woman, you this boss lady, running your pockets for that trip shouldn't be nothing. But she's not. She's perpetrating. Mm-hmm. All she wants you to do is break your back and enjoy the fruits of your labor, playboy. You a boss chick? Oh, I got a job. I'm in meetings all day. Where's your money at, sis? You want to go to Greece? Let's go.
Yeah, I mean,
men are not on that. Listen, men are not on that no more. We not on that no more. We're not. And I was raised to cater to y'all, hand and foot, be a man, provide, yada, 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 be romantic. I'm off that shit now, unless you deserve it. That's my word. And if you have this mentality of this, I'm a princess, and I deserve to be treated like a princess all the time, you're not for me, and that's fine. That's fine, but I'm not that dude, and I'm not gonna let nobody in my circle be that dude. So keep your boy away from if you want your boy to be like that nigga.
I think
that brother. I'm sorry. Excuse my language.
I think what we need to understand is, which is one of the reasons why we do this show, is we need to understand. We need to make sure fellas understand that when you run across women like this, mm-hmm. you need to recognize it for what it is and run. The bottom line is, this dude saw this chick, thought he was bad as hell, that she was bad as hell, and basically was like, all right, well, I'm gonna try and be that dude because I want to get her. And then when he started realizing, which he said right now, is now that he got her and he realized, hey, this shit's expensive, and I got shit I want to do.
What's the B where he's trying to do? He's trying to do what? He's trying to do what? Did she mention building?
No.
She did at all. In this episode, did she mention building? Why you staying, homie?
Right.
Why you staying? For what?
That's the reality of what we have to understand as men, gentlemen, is the fact that you have to understand who you're dealing with, what's in front of you. This woman has not one time say anything about building, about anything. It's about her. It's about her getting what she wants and her being in control. And these are the things that we have to really recognize and understand when we engage these women that are like this. It's just the reality of the situation. And for whatever reason, he was enamored with her enough to decide, I'm going to take the simp path and try and go ahead and get her the things that she wanted, treat her like this princess and shit. But at the end of the day, that shit costs. And if you're not balling like that, or you really trying to have something real and significant, you can't be with nobody like that.
Because it's never going to be enough.
Right. You
He
can't.
can get the Gucci bag and the trip. And she like, when we going to Milan? You can get Gucci bag, the trip to Greece, and Milan.
When I'm going to get my Maybach.
When we going to get a Maybach?
Right.
And when we going to Dubai? When we going to LA? Oh, Beyonce's going to be in Coachella again. When we going?
Yep.
Yo, it's never going to be enough.
Yep.
Listen, it's never enough to a taker. She's a taker. I'm not hearing nothing about what she does for him. I haven't heard anything like that. It's her. You want to live your life like that? That's fine, but we're not putting up with that. This ain't 1921 no more. We don't believe in that damsel in distress bullshit no more. You want to be the boss? Be the boss. It's independence. Getting with another boss means being a partner.
And it gets worse, bro.
I'm sure it does.
It gets worse.
She's not going to improve.
It gets worse.
I can't wait for her next comedy show because I love Tommy Davidson, but she's not going to improve.
I feel like she's controlling. She doesn't allow me to do particular things. So like my social media...
Allow you?
Yes, allow me.
Oh, please.
Yeah, so my social media activity...
You actually do what you like.
Let's
get
not,
that right.
Hold on. Babe, let's not do that. She asked me the question. Okay, cool. So yeah, she just controlled my social media activity. Obviously
That's because you do too much. But
that's what generates me money as well. So that's obviously is buying the gifts for her. So there shouldn't really be a problem, but she's...
What, Clubhouse, buying me gifts?
Yeah, if I'm making money and monetizing off it, of course it's a problem.
So tell me, your business,
Yeah.
Do you market yourself through social media?
Yeah, so obviously a lot of it's through social media, through marketing. A lot of it's mouth to mouth as well. But the issue is she just feels that because I'm on social media, she just thinks I'm doing it out of leisure rather than business.
Right. And it isn't totally leisure. It
No,
is.
majority. So I'll say like, if we're going to put it on like percentages, I'll say 80% is business, 20% is a bit of leisure.
And do you understand that?
No.
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 So when I'm buying these gifts, so what?
Okay, first of all, let's just calm down because Clubhouse does not generate enough funds for you to buy me a Gucci bag.
Have you seen my accounts?
That's for one. Secondly, it's just the social media for me is just too obsessive. This excuse about how it's, you know, it's part of your business, etc., it doesn't take away from the fact that I still like expensive gifts. Like, you know the girl that you got with. Jamel knows the type of girl that he got with. Like, I like looking good and I like the luxury brands, the Fendis, the Gucci's. The next purchase that I want Jamel to get for me is a Prada bucket hat. Like, he knows the girl he got with. I'm a female. You're my boyfriend. I expect for my boyfriend to look after me. Like, and that's just it. So you bringing this up is, you know,
Tell me.
I'm not really understanding.
When he gives you these gifts, what does that make you feel like?
It makes me feel like a princess. When I was younger, my dad, even till this day, like he treats me like a princess, and that's my expectation of a man.
Tell the audience how you feel about the word princess, sir.
I don't mind the word princess. I don't mind the word queen. I don't mind the word goddess. But if your behavior exudes the opposite of that, and you're nothing but a spoiled brat in an adult's body, then you don't deserve those things. This young man is yes, exactly. This young man is trying to build a brand, trying to build a business. He's on Clubhouse, he's on Twitter, he's on all these social media accounts. He's monetizing those, which is very smart. He's not sitting there trying to get likes and trying to get attention. He's actually making money off these platforms, which is perfectly possible. She doesn't have the brain capacity to understand that.
Not at all.
But you want the fruit of that labor. And that's not, why don't y'all get that that's not fair? You know what I mean?
Because they don't care.
If you
They don't care.
If you put in 70 hours doing a job, or you own a business, which is even worse because you're your own boss, everything's on you, why would I want to give you my bread if this is the way you speak to me? Where's the respect at? I don't even think she respects men, fam. I don't think she does. She sees them as that stool you use to get to the top shelf to the cookies because your ass is short.
So I'm going to say this because you haven't gotten as far as I've gotten in this. I'm going to say this. The problem is I don't think is that she doesn't respect men. The problem, and I'm only going to give you this caveat because she'll elaborate more as we get further along. The problem is that her father set a unrealistic precedent as far as how she think men are supposed to treat her. And unfortunately, her father wasn't the type of dad to sit down and have conversations with her and be like, listen, this is what you should expect, this is what you shouldn't expect. This is what you have to understand a man's role is, and this is what you need your role to be in order to be able to maintain said relationship with said man. And I only can say that because, like I said, I know you haven't gotten as far as I have, but the things that she says indicates that. There's a very different. Most women that don't respect men, they won't even really discuss any man at all in a positive light. And
Except their fathers.
There's some that won't do that.
But a lot of them, I know a lot of them that don't respect men except their fathers or another dude that they're attracted to. We talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
The same way y'all feel like honoring women or being kind to women, that the only women that you're attracted to is bullshit. We feel the exact same way. If you only value the opinions of the Idris Albas, you know what I mean, and the Micah Jai Whites and whatever sexy flexy brought us out there, but you don't respect the values of your average everyday bro that's not necessarily, you know what I mean, tasty or sweatpant print compatible to you, whatever the colloquialism is now for a hot dude, that's a problem. Mm-hmm. You either respect men or you don't. I'm not talking about the dudes that respect you, grab your arm in the club, cat call. I'm not talking about them dudes. I'm talking about the dudes that's looking at you as another human being, having an intellectual conversation. You can't even respect me just because of my gender. That's a problem because you're demanding to be respected as a woman. But you don't want to respect me because I was born a man and you have problems with men. The problem is you and you're fucked up. She's fucked up. I get what you're saying about the father upbringing. Mm-hmm. But some of us have really shitty ass parents and still turned out fine because there's this magical fucking thing called free fucking will. I got addicts in my family. I got abusers in my family. I got criminals in my family. And I'm none of those fucking things. Because I chose not to be that. Yeah.
We're going to continue.
You know, towards the beginning, he started off like that, you know, slightly. But now it's completely down the drain. Like, there's nothing like that.
So I'll treat you like a princess no more, no?
No, he doesn't.
Do you ever go out socially in a group of people?
Of course.
He does. He goes out, he gets tables with his friends, and he has these women, single women, sipping his champagne and dancing on him on his table.
No, not dancing.
I don't have an issue with that because I know you're just partying, you're clubbing, you're going to come back to me, correct?
Yeah.
I trust you, and I feel as though you wouldn't cheat. So why don't you give me that same trust? Because I'm dancing, I'm humiliating myself, and I'm humiliating us as a couple. Come off your high horse. I'm so, this is what I mean. He has issues.
So Paul, Shoma's
so
just said that
annoying.
you go out and you spend money on champagne and you have young ladies sitting around.
Of course.
Is that what happens?
Yeah. But I have an explanation, right? So look at it like this now. You know, as I have mentioned, you know, or she mentioned, I have affluent people that I associate myself with. You know, also my clients are quite wealthy too. If I'm going to a club, right, with a couple clients or a person that I'm looking to make a client, am I going to stand at the bar? Not
I
really.
don't know.
Okay, I'll tell you, that's not how business works. I would potentially want to, maybe not wow the person, but create a standard. These people that I work with and deal with are used to a certain standard of living. Now, if you want to get business from people like this, you kind of need to be able to show that you understand certain things. Does this make sense? So if I then go over to a club and I'm trying to woo a client and we're there standing by the toilets, yeah, I'm not getting the deal. No, facts. I will not get that deal.
Coming where I'm coming from, for you to kind of transition over to the other side, there's certain things that you need to do. You need to conduct yourself in a certain way. Do you know what I mean? And whether you like it or not, money has to be spent.
Fam,
Paul makes no sense.
what does having chicks on your lap, sipping your champagne, kind of sort of disrespecting your girl a little bit, if we keep it in 1,000, and keep it in the beat like my man always says, have to do with you concluding business? I've been around very, very wealthy people that keep their composure in the most hood ass places, because we're doing business. After business concludes, we have a toast. Congratulations on the deal, Bob. Then they go do the club shit and all that. So you are frauding right there, Playboy. You frauding.
Listen, Paul.
Of course.
He makes no fucking sense.
Come on,
period.
man.
He makes no sense. That's all I'm gonna say
It's a
about
double
that.
standard, and she's pulling your card and she's going to eventually get tired of that shit. But because you're cocky, you don't see that shit.
Yeah, he be like, it's almost like he's thinking as he's speaking. Like it just makes no fucking sense.
I don't think the words go through an approval process before they go out to delivery.
No, it's just like, let me think of the story that sounds cool, so I won't look dumb in front of this therapist.
These the words come out of his brain. No approval process. Just
because this shit makes no sense.
Shaquille O'Neal, 30 points. Just
yeah. And what Charles Barkley said, like that's
Krispy Kreme donuts.
right.
If you're trying to deal with a person that is worth millions, you can't go there looking like you're looking for peanuts. When I'm in the club, in a certain environment, drinks, all the good stuff for the client, right? When I actually come back with the bag, as Choma said, there's no complaints. So why the hell are we having the discussion now?
Why would I complain about you getting the bag? That's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, but this is what it takes.
No, you can. First of all, you don't have to go to the club to woo a client. You can take them for dinner. You could go to a pub and have drinks, you and that client. And if you're gonna go to the club, you can invite other guys. Correct? You have friends, babe.
Don't mix business and pleasure.
But so why are women with you and your business partner?
Because that's not pleasure, that's business.
Can we have more of her walking around, please? Just saying.
said, don't mix business and pleasure, but you got bras sitting on your lap, fam. And I know they bad Jones. Yo, he's an idiot, fam.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, man. My grandfather said something to me when I was younger, man, and I had this phase where I was really trying to get over and trying to be slick. He was like, listen, at least do me the common courtesy of trying to fool me if you're going to lie to me. Like, he said, be good at it if you're going to lie to me. But he said, if you're not good at lying, stop trying to lie to me.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. He said, because it insults my intelligence. And I carry that through. Like, yo, if you going to game me, especially a Philly cat, because we slick talkers, game me. Like, had a blueprint, had a lie elaborate, fake the building permits, have everything lined up. Yo, he's not even good at that, man.
No.
And he don't even care.
Half the shit he said does.
You can close deals at golf courses, saunas, Starbucks, anywhere, bro. I've signed contracts in the weirdest places, bro. I signed contracts on the corner having a hot dog with somebody, fam, for weddings. It's like, I ain't got to be in the club to get the client. Dude, you sound like an idiot, dog. You got to spend 10 stacks when you a millionaire. If you a millionaire, 10 stacks ain't nothing. You sound like a whole fool right now, man.
Right. I mean, like, this
a buffoon.
Doesn't make any sense at all.
As a buffoon, man. And she's slowly but surely losing respect for you, but you're so narcissistic. You don't even see that shit. Because your brain and your ego is in the room, and there's room for nothing else but your ego. But these the motherfuckers y'all pick.
Continuing.
Next level.
With women that you've selected, buff things that you've selected to
But
put
they're
on your
not for
table.
me.
Yeah, he's insulting me right now
So
because
hang
you
on.
can do stuff and I can't.
It's not for me.
Who are you speaking to?
It's not for
The
me.
one thing I have, Instagram, that is away from him, he wants to control that and police that. Like, I've lost out on a lot of deals. I don't even post as often because of Paul, and he's out here entertaining women. Like, Paul has a type. So if it's business, he should pick the type that the partner wants, right? So he's getting all his type on his table, and he wants me to be happy with that. Excuse you.
So, as far as you're concerned, just explain to me how you want him to treat you.
I would definitely say, I don't want to put a timestamp on like how often you should get me gifts, but I just feel like, here and there. I think the last time he bought me something was September, my birthday, which was the Gucci bag. That's the last time that I've gotten like an expensive gift.
But
And
the
if it's not-
value on these gifts,
Sorry?
is the value on these gifts, is it the value of the gift or is it something else?
I think it's a bit of both. I like to look good, and Jamel knows this. So it's just about keeping up. I think I don't think he really keeps up as a man. I don't think I'm asking for too much to look. Do you not want me to look good?
Babe,
Do you not want me to look good?
I would love you to look good, but I feel like I'm 27 right now and she's 24. So me, I'm looking at assets, I'm looking at builds, I'm thinking about building our future.
I don't think age's got to do anything with this.
Because I feel like you're just here for the fast life, you're here for the now, you're not thinking forward. Like, I'm doing the best for both of us, not just myself. Like, before I was saving for myself, but now you've come into the picture, I feel like I'm carrying the ship, driving the ship, literally being the ship.
I mean, I feel like you're making excuses now.
So, when you say how you feel about something to any woman, and her response is, I just think you're making excuses.
Wow. Run.
Honestly, that was fucking ridiculous. That honest to God.
I don't think she realized how incredibly insulting that is. The man just
And
said,
insensitive.
I'm 27 years old. I'm thinking about assets. I'm thinking about building. I'm thinking about the long game. I'm thinking about their future. Your reply, because you want him to buy you more expensive shit, is I think you're making excuses. Brother, run for your life. I think about all the time I wasted with women that had that mindset.
Wow.
And I yielded to that shit sometimes. And I wish I could go back in time and smack the shit out of myself for doing that.
Indeed.
You know what I mean?
Indeed.
She's not for you. Accept it. There are another, 9.3 billion women on the planet? There are other continents, bro. America's not the only barbecue in town. You better go to Ghana, Senegal, France, London. Yo, listen. Even though this is making me look at London kind of sideways, man, for real. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? But, yo, if y'all not going in the same direction, man, part ways, bro. It's going to be other women. You young. You 27.
She said.
Making excuses. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to continue.
Wow.
For me, it's like you can't set a standard at the start and then completely change it. Like, that's not going to work for me. At the beginning, you were keeping up. You were buying me the gifts. You were taking me out. And now, all of a sudden, it's changed. Every female in a relationship should be treated like a princess. And that is the standard that I have set, and that is the standard that we set as females. Any guy that can't take their girl out regularly, buy her gifts, and attend to her needs, you're not ready to be in a relationship. Take a break, decide what you want to do, get your money up, and then we go again. So why do you have a girlfriend if you can't afford it? Is that what you're...
Whoa. This is your first relation. Don't do that.
Oh.
So you said, even though I know it's a bold-faced fucking lie, this is your first relationship. That's what you said in the first episode. Right?
Yep.
Stop me when I'm wrong.
Nope. You
so now you're an expert on what a relationship requires. If you can't afford to take out on the regular, to buy expensive gifts, quote unquote, get your money up and then come back. So that's the only basis you have for a relationship dynamic. I didn't hear respect. I didn't hear love. I didn't hear decency. I didn't hear reciprocation. And don't curl your lips out there, ladies, to say, well, that's a given. Nah, listen. If you don't manifest it in the universe, it ain't gonna be in the box. Your first few answers when I ask you what you looking for in a man or what you looking for, if all you talking about is the bread and the gifts and the trips, I'm good. Now, because you're shallow as shit and you deserve somebody that's gonna be a simp, weak ass dude that's gonna cater to your needs and never have no backbone. He's gonna drop dead early.
Now,
worrying about you.
Now, I'm gonna say this, and Jay, you probably about to be shocked what I'm about to say. On some level, I actually agree with him. On a small level. And the reason being is this. I feel like when it comes to dating and women today, you shouldn't want a materialistic woman. However, if you're not in a position to date from a position of power, then you shouldn't date. And what I mean by position of power is having your shit together, having your finances on.
He got his shit together.
I know that. I'm not talking about him specifically. I'm just talking about in general. I believe that most of us as men, what we tend to do is we try and find we date, but we're not prepared to really date in a position of you can call the shots. You can say, listen, I can accept this, I can accept that. You're going to ride with this or you can go. We got to date from a position of power.
I agree with you.
The best way to do that.
Bro, I agree with you, but let me cut in real quick. I'm with you. I agree with you, but I'm not going to subscribe to the thing that I have to have a certain amount of capital gains to call the shots. I'm not signing up for that shit. And if you feel like I'm a broke dude just bitching, have at it. It's whatever. Because if I have to treat you as an individual, as a unique queen, as someone that God created out of the oceans of souls, they made you. So I gotta treat you respect and as an individual from the door. I have to value you as a person first. But all you value from me is how much Jay makes and how much Jay can do. And that's the only way that I'm gonna be able to call. So I'm gonna be a single motherfucker for a long time. Right. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Let me finish. This man got his shit together.
Right, I agree.
So her argument, your point's valid. Hers is full of shit.
I said partly. I didn't say I fully
Nah,
agree
fam.
with
Her
I didn't
whole
say
point
that.
is full of shit. Because the man is hustling to build a better life for her. So her saying,
right,
get your shit together is bullshit. If I need to get my shit together, run me back the Gucci bag.
Right.
Run me back everything I ever gave you from the door. Because you took all that shit when I, quote unquote, didn't have my shit together.
But CJ, here's the problem. This is a mistake the young man made. The mistake
being with her.
I agree. But on a more micro level, the mistake was she let it be known up front. This is the standard I'm setting. If you're going to be with me, these are the requirements. And that young man should have been smart enough to be like, well, listen, I'm not going to waste my assets on this shit because I know you're here. You're here. I'm trying to be here.
It's never going to be enough though, bro. If she had a finite, listen, this is the problem I have with this fucking bullshit ass standards nowadays. If she had a finite level that he must obtain, like you got to make 300K.
Right.
Once you hit 300K, I will shut the fuck up. It's never going to happen with her. Let me finish.
Right.
It's never going to happen with her. If he got 2 Benzes, she need him to have an R8 outside to an Audi.
Right.
If he got 3 boxes, 4 of them got to be a Ducati. If he got 2 properties, he got to have 1 flat in the U.S., 2 in Germany. It's never going to be enough.
Right.
So this requirement it's an unattainable goal. It's never going to be enough.
What I'm saying is,
that's why I'm saying her point is bullshit.
Right. But what I'm saying is that in the midst of the bullshit, there are an aspect of it I understand, agree with. The problem is this young man should have never engaged to begin with.
And I understand that, man. But her argument to see but this new game shit is shallow as fuck, fam. I'm just saying because she hasn't commented on any other aspects except the bread.
Because so now you want
respect. But your only value in me is what I bring to the table financially. You don't respect me as a man, a human being, a person, how I treat you, how I protect you. So it's a nice, handsome, in shape motherfucker who knock a motherfucker out for her. She don't appreciate that shit.
You're right, because she never once said anything as far as valuing those things to begin with. And that's the mistake that
But see, the problem is with a lot of women like this, my brother, is that they think that all that other shit that I'm mentioning should be a given. Right?
Right.
That's the answer. But if I snatch that shit away and let a motherfucker run up on you in the club and disrespect you, grab your ass and do whatever, now I'm a bitch.
But see, my point is that we can't control the narrative on that aspect. What we can do is dictate how we engage when we do engage. So my whole thing is that he fucked up.
True.
By even entertaining shit, buying her the bag.
True.
He fucked up on that point.
True.
However, the only thing she said that I agree with is the fact that in 2021, and unfortunately, 2021, you know what I mean, most women nowadays have a certain expectation when it comes to dating alone. And my whole thing is that, unfortunately, because that's the reality, then us as men have to understand the best way to overcome that is to either not engage or have our shit in order to the point where we're dating from a position of power to where I can sit there and say to you, bitch, you know what? I'm not concerned what you want.
But that's
because
not.
I have 3 or 4 other ones in the roster.
But that still don't mean she gonna be faithful. We talked on the show,
right?
And that's you can have a tremendous bag, like we talked about a few episodes ago. $3 million every month is a tremendous bag. You making more than most ball players, and he still could not satisfy his queen. So now what?
But then what happened was she got fired, and he got another one that's better than the one that he had. Why? Because of look at the position he's at.
I guess, man.
That's just the reality.
I guess, man.
You even told me.
Listen,
the chick is bad.
Listen, man. Listen. If I'm only going to be valued for my assets in this country, because I'm going to explore. If I'm only going to be valued for my assets and what I've obtained in life, I'm going to be a single motherfucker.
I'm not saying.
I'm not saying you saying anything. I'm not just. I agree with you.
Okay.
But it disgusts me, bro. It really does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It really does. That's how you flow. It disgusts me because you want to be valued for more than just your body and your body parts.
Yep.
But you want to be valuing me for what I can do for you, and I'm supposed to be cool with that shit. I might as well be out in these streets tricking then, for real.
No.
Or is that another show?
Yeah, that's another.
I'm just.
Listen,
Comment below.
I don't even want to entertain that.
Comment
shit,
below. Should I be in these streets
No.
running my bread for the yeeks? If I'm only in it for the money, you only in it for. I'm just saying.
Yo, I don't want you tricking.
You know what I mean? If my character and all that shit don't mean nothing, hey, listen. Listen, man. If I'm only valued for what I got on my 1099, I'm good.
It should.
I'm good.
I'm not saying it shouldn't mean something. The only thing I'm saying is that
They don't though.
The reality is that even when we listen, we have friends that we know. They good peoples, but at the end of the day, their vibe with these women, the value system is off. We have a few friends like that,
and that's why they homies.
Where it's like,
that's why they the homie,
right? Exactly. But that's where they come from. That's what they're dating off of. You know what I mean? And so my whole thing is more or less that understand it and adapt and adjust.
Fuck that.
That's how I'm not saying to.
I ain't doing that shit.
I'm not saying to go in and co-sign.
I ain't doing that shit. I'm not signing that shit.
But just understand.
I'm not gonna build my assets and build myself up just to get a broad that's only gonna value me for how much fucking bread I bring to the table, man. Listen, man, fuck that shit, man.
I ain't telling you that.
That shit irks the fuck out of me, man.
I see.
For real.
But no,
and I don't give a fuck who don't like it, man. That shit irks me, fam. Irks me. If from the door it's all you value men ass, man, you ain't shit and I said it. Yeah. Continue, man. Fuck that.
All right.
Straight up.
We're continuing.
Wow. Are we going there? Yeah, sorry, Denise. Are we going there?
Yeah, we're going to do that.
So you're going to tell the world that?
No, hold on.
You're going to tell the world that this is my first relationship. That's embarrassing.
Babe.
Sorry, Jamel, what are you talking about?
I'm saying that this is our first relationship, so I feel like...
That's besides the fact. I have spoken to guys before. I've, dated a few guys. I've had experience with guys, but that's what we're not going to do. Like, I've spoken to guys before. It's not been as successful, yeah, fair enough, but you can't say that I don't know about relationships.
So, did you have any kind of idea of the way a relationship would work?
It's clear that me and Deborah are on two different pages of life. Obviously, I'm 27, she's 24. I'm living for like the later, trying to get my property and other things. And obviously, she's trying to live within the now, like the fast life, the flashy things. I've been there, done that. Like, it's great, but right now we need to think about things for the future. I need to flourish, and I don't want it to be a thing where she's anchoring my life. I want it to be a thing where we're going together and going places together. I think that's the way we should be going.
I want to go back to the other couple real fast, because here's the overall issue. My man is talking about building. He's talking about having assets and shit like that. And what he's not recognizing is she gives zero fucks about that at all.
Zero.
At all. Like,
zero.
Your
clubhouse don't yield enough money to get it. Fam, and I'm sitting here watching like, damn, how do you make bread off Clubhouse? I'm like, damn, that's what's up, homie. Yo, how can I be
right,
down?
Educate me.
If anything, if you knowledgeable about something, if you was really on this team, you like, well, damn, babe, how are you monetizing your Clubhouse? I didn't even know that was a thing.
But see, she don't give a fuck. All she cares about is what
self.
And what bothers me more so is that this man is not real. He's in denial and understanding that that's what the fuck this bro's about. That's the big overall issue, is the fact that he's talking about things that she gives zero fucks about. Those things is not going to buy her the bags. It's not going to give her the trips. She's like, why can't
she's so caught up in the now, fam.
Like she said,
I gotta have this Gucci bag now.
Right.
I gotta have Gucci bag. We gotta take this trip now because my buddy, who's blah blah blah. Listen, I don't give a fuck about that.
Right.
He needs to get in touch with that inner brother in him that's gonna say, yo, I don't give a fuck about that. Stop bringing up the other boy.
Because let's be real here. At his age, there's not a lot of young men, especially black men, that are thinking on the level that he's thinking. So the fact that she has such a low appreciation for it, he needs to understand that and just roll out. Fellas, understand that at some point in your life, these are the things you need to do as a man. As far as thinking about your future, making decisions that's best for you and your future, in case you want to have a family, in case you want to build and you want to have assets. You cannot be bogged down by women like this.
And you're still a man whether you decide to have a family or not. Let's let that be fucking known. Don't put your worth in as a man about what you can do for a woman or what you can accomplish for a woman. Am I saying don't have one in your life? Of course not. I love the ladies. But that does not equate what I am as a man. It never will. I'm a man because I get the fuck up and handle my damn business. When I get in shit, I get out of shit on my own as a man. Whether it's big things, little things, I handle it as a man first. This man will go to war for me, but I'll reach out to him as a last resort. I'm going to handle my shit first. If you do that, boom, you're a man. Notice I didn't call you a beta or an alpha. You're a man.
Right.
So So don't think that if you never have kids or you never get married, you ain't no man. Fuck that.
Yep.
Straight up. That's how I feel about that.
So we're gonna continue.
Do you trust Paul when he's out?
I do trust Paul when he's out. Yes.
And
trust you too.
what are your
No, you don't. You don't trust me, clearly.
so hang on? What are your feelings for Paul?
I'm in love with Paul. That's why I reached out to you, because I'm trying to save our relationship. I don't want it to get to a point where you realise what you've lost when it's too late, okay? That's not a threat. I'm just saying, because you need to understand that you're kind of being unfair to me, babe, and you have been for a while. And yeah, I love him and I kind of want to work through this, but I need him to understand and to kind of see what he's doing. And he doesn't see that.
Right. Paul, let me reverse it now. Do you trust Shona?
I do.
Really?
You do?
Yeah.
That's good.
So why can I not dance then?
No. Look, it's not just the dancing. Look, you're trying to make it look like I'm nitpicking and it's the mentality, right? So look, social media, just to stick on to that for a second, right? Okay. Let's look at a case scenario whereby she posts a picture, beautiful, right? Now, if she has a comment from a guy, love struck, then if she's liking and commenting on it, oh, thanks, hun, do you think that's necessary?
See, this is right here what I go through as a photographer, bro. And I've been here many times. I photographed your chick, take great pictures. It might be sexy, might be nude, might be lingerie, whatever is the case. You know what I mean? You knew that she was photographing with somebody. I post a picture, great job, so-and-so on today's shoot. You inboxing me like, yo, how you know my girl? Fam, for real? When I say photographer, J. Sadiq L of Intricate Photography, and I list your girl's gram and Twitter and the whole nine, and you think that something else is going on besides that? That's the same thing, fam. You just openly admitted you have chicks on your lap in these clubs when your girl's not present. You make sure she can't go with you to certain events. It's because you know you can't do that kind of shit with your girl in the room. Not knocking your hustle, bro. But if you're going to date a bad joint, they need to come up with a book. Dating attractive women. We need to write that shit.
Yeah.
Because there are rules of engagement. There are certain things you have to contend with when you are dating a very attractive woman.
Yeah.
You think what I'm saying? It's just shit you got to contend with. If you dating an Instagram baddie, you got to get used to cats coming at her all the time on her social media.
And you got to
now, if she's DMing and calling and phoning, she out of bounds, call her on that. But responding to a comment, come on, boy.
And
one of my favorite Instagram chicks is Amira Dawn, bro. She got like 7.9 million dudes. That's 7.9 million motherfuckers coming at your girl every day. You gotta be strong to be with a chick that bad.
Strong and secure.
And she's a problem, bro. She's bad. But I would never want nobody that attractive because I don't want that bullshit. So I respect the game that she's in. And I would never engage in it because, I'm good on that. I'm good on that.
Yeah. I mean,
Insecure. You, Paul.
Paul, he fucking irks my soul, y'all. He fucking irks my soul. He does. That's all I can say. He irks my fucking soul. Because the shit he does makes no sense. First of all, you say you trust her, but yet you going off of every little thing that...
Everything. You say she thinks I'm nitpicking, but then you start nitpicking. A comment from a dude halfway around the globe saying, you look good in the swimsuit or whatever. She says, thanks, hon, and then, they converse. It's Instagram, man. It's a role she's playing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now, if she's not inviting him over to get the yeast when you at work, then you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Right. Y'all pick him. Yeah. Y'all pick him.
Answer the question.
It does depend on the reasons why.
Oh, really?
There's no...
Okay. Would you do that in your relationship?
I don't think it's about my relationship.
No, but answer the question.
Okay, let's get to what I'm posting. I'm not posting my bum, and I'm not posting my breasts, or I'm not posting in provocative ways. I can post a selfie, and a man can comment. And bearing in mind, this could be a man I don't know, or it could be one of my male friends. Paul would have an issue with that. I will hear headache. He will tell me to delete the comment. So why are you liking it? I am friendly by nature. So, again, I'm on a platform as well. I don't want to appear snobbish. I don't think there is any insult to replying to a comment that somebody has done. Quite frankly, I feel like I get more attention from social media than I do Paul. And I feel as though subconsciously that's probably what is affecting him, because he feels like, why are you giving my woman more love than I give her? Then how about you up your game?
At the end of the day, when you live with someone in the house, you've been with a person for a few years, obviously It's not every second you're gonna give them a compliment. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, on Instagram, if a person's there, chasing her down, then it's not like, okay, that makes me want to chase her down. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, you know, what's going on? I'm gonna be a tiny bit triggered, if you know what I mean? Because I'm there, I can see it. It's blatant, it's in my face.
There's no reason for him to feel the way he feels. To me, that's a little bit controlling or borderline narcissistic. And I didn't get with him like that. He knew I was on social media before. He was one of the people liking my pictures. So now, I don't know what you want. Maybe lock me in a room. Maybe I don't post or start deleting my profile.
Let me take it from here. Okay. What I got from what you just said is you want to be tamed, right?
What?
She said, bruh. She said this was the way I moved when you met me. You got with me because I saw you commenting on my pictures. And what you got out of that was that you want to be... Yo, remember that movie, Dusk Till Dawn, with a brother?
Yes.
We hear weird shit that the person never said? That's Paul. Where I'm like, yeah, I would love to, like, you know, lick Haagen-Dazs off your nipples. And all you said, yo, can you pass the shot? Like, yo, what are you hearing when the words come out of my mouth? Yo, what's wrong with him?
He does that.
What is wrong? Yo, he's crazy, fam. I really think something's wrong with him.
Yo,
what I heard is that you want to be taken. She just said that I'm getting more love from these dudes on Instagram than I'm getting from the dude I live with. I'm not taking sides. I'm just calling a spade a spade. That's what she said. Sitting right next to him. You can't misinterpret it. You heard me, right?
That's very.
And all you getting out of that is that, you know what? You want to be tamed. What the Wow. Wow. I need a line of coke after that shit. Wow. Wow.
Oh,
Sis,
God.
why are you with this dude? What's good?
We continuing?
Yes, sir. Wow.
No, hold on. I'm not gonna do that. Do you understand? You leave that to someone else. But what I can tell you is that all of this, you posting and entertaining other guys, it's not gonna get you far.
First of all, what are you saying?
If,
What does that mean?
No, I'm just saying. You know, I'm trying to be honest.
That's not going to get me far in our
Yeah,
situation.
because obviously, if you think about it, if you're now equivalating love on a love struck emoji on Instagram to real life love, you've already failed.
Dude, what are you talking? She did not say that. Dude, and I seldom take the chick's side in these conversations, man. It's like the Candace Owens moment again. Like, yo! Are we hearing the same conversation? And I'm not a therapist. I'm not qualified to make any opinions or give any rules on what they should or shouldn't do. Obviously, it's not my field of business. But, yo, what are you talking about?
I told you. I said
what?
it earlier.
Yo, what is wrong with this dude?
He makes no sense.
That's not what she said.
Not even close. Not even close.
What the fuck?
Not even close, bro. Not even close.
Bro. You see my eyes right now? Like, yo, I'm trying to understand his brain right now, man. Like, what?
Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Yeah.
You a whole weirdo.
Oh, man.
You the boy on the train licking the window, fam. You weird. You weird.
All right.
Wow.
So listen, this is what we're going to do, because I don't want this video being over.
Yeah, we almost at an hour right now.
So this is what we're going to do. We're going to end the video here. Jay is going to finish it, and then anything that's left over from this episode, we'll comment on in the next episode before we do a reaction to episode 3. But yeah, man, yeah.
I gotta need that soju wine in there, man. I need to drink or something.
Yeah, we supposed to do a fucking drink. That's right. God damn it.
Wow, bro. Wow.
Yeah. So
so you're killing people, and I don't like it. You're a homicidal maniac. You've been in every nation. What's your reply, Paul? I know what it is. You want to be tamed.
You want to be tamed, right?
Next level, and you want to be tamed. That's what the next T-shirt I make is going to be. I know what it is. You want to be tamed.
You want to be tamed.
Yep. It's like talking to George W. Bush at a press conference. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, man. Wow. Yeah.
Cocaine's still illegal, right? Damn. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Like, share, subscribe, comment below. Anything else you want us to go over, please send it to us in the Facebook group or in an email. And also, we're also on all podcast outlets, Spotify.
And we don't say this enough. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support.
Yes.
We appreciate the feedback. If you would like to be a guest and you're in the local Philadelphia area, whether you're a man or a woman, and you feel like you have something that you want to say, like, that damn Jay gets on my nerves, I can't wait. I want to be on the show so I can straighten his ass out. Come on the show. It's a friendly environment.
Yeah.
It really is.
As long as you
stick to the subject.
Stick to right.
And be respectful.
Right. There you go.
That's it. That's the only rules.
With that being said, anything else you want to say before we roll out?
I don't have any energy right now.
No.
I have one thing to say.
What?
America, you want to be tamed? Yeah.
On that note, later, y'all. Until episode 3.
I'm going to tame you.
I can't.